What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the first carry here for their running back.
And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to run.
And that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's got Smith here. Just a gain of a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Hurts sets up to throw it.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38.
They begin on the ground with Guerrero.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. 41 yards.
And the Niners will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Hurts. Forced out to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Stewart.
And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're going to try and throw.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Here's Guerrero on first down.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Isaac Guerrero,
28 yards.
and the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point,
and it's now 14-0.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This 2nd and 4.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now they try the right side here. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
They'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
Now a 2nd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the 49ers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
This will be caught by Brown.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and a couple.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. To throw is Avant. A final shot before break. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
To throw is Avant. A final shot before break. Got a man. That's Ayuk. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Another try for Guerrero. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well executed there on second down. So do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
On third down, it's Guerrero. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A beautiful fake. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. That's to McCaffrey, complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Again, it's Guerrero.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A handoff running right, Guerrero.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
On the give, it's Guerrero.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall.
His first catch of this wildcard game, and it's good for a first down.
Handoff here, Guerrero.
Gets past one. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Isaac Guerrero
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Niners up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Moody good with the extra point,
and that makes the score 28-0.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
In motion left goes Smith.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Smith catches left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Smith, the man in motion left. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Hurts completing this one quickly.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 10 yards out.
And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Second and 14. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. They'll try the middle with Garindo. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 7. They go with Booker up the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to throw. That is caught. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before it's out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Oh, he shifts Pat, fighting through, and he's got space. Still on his feet. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 40 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to let it fly. This is intercepted. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just past the 35. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
And the Niners will continue on as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.